Welcome back, viewer. This is Big Blockbuster welcoming you back for another segment of our VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. Also, we have a book that we show a flow last on my last one. But today, we're going to get started on our VHSs, and it's going to be a very interesting one over here. So, let's go ahead and get started with our first one. All right, our first one we have over here that came out in 1997 with Robert Williams and our Disney favorite, The Flubber. Now, as you can see, it's in an egg crate, and from the round to the side and the back, I'm going to make sure it doesn't get blurry over here. So, and on Flubber, this is also, with the VHSs, which you can see the VHS on the inside. This movie was produced by Disney. Great movie for the family. And then in 1967 we have The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book, as you can see, is well wrapped. It's never been opened, and it came from Target, if you can see from here. But it's never been, like I said, it's never been opened, so you can't see the inside of it because it's still sealed. And most of my VHSs and DVDs are usually all like that. But there you go, The Jungle Book. And then the next one we have over here was in 1955 of Lady and the Tramp, another Disney movie. As you can see, it's also in an egg crate, and this one is open. So we'll go ahead and show you the inside of the VHS of Lady and the Tramp. Brings back a lot of memory when VHS first came out. And then on the last one we have over here, 1977, a family favorite of Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. I love this movie. I watched it with my son when they were young. You can see it's also in an egg crate. And we'll go ahead and pop that open so you can see the VHS of Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. Now they also have another movie we're trying to find that goes with it, which it's called Bon Voyage Charlie Brown. So when we find that, we're definitely going to show that to you. Okay, now that we're all done with the egg crate, let's go ahead and get started with our regular VHSs in boxes. In 1989, the movie Abyss came out. This one's a great movie. I loved it. I believe in aliens. I think they're out there. Yes, they sent a team of divers to go retrieve a nuclear missile. But what they got surprised was they didn't know that there were aliens that was living under the ocean. So this is a great movie. It's a VHS, as you can see. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And our next one we have over here in 1993, a true story of the rugby soccer team that actually crashed in the mountain, and to order to survive, they have to fight their way in the coldness, which only took 2 people to walk across the universe to send help. And you know what? This one's a tearjerker. I love this movie and I watch it all the time. You can see it's also a VHS on this one. This is a great movie, and every time it's on TV, I want to just keep watching it again. The next one I have over here in 1991, a Backdraft. Backdraft was an awesome movie. Most of these movies today you see, I watched it in Connecticut. And this one has Kurt Russell. It's got a whole team in here. Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, Donald Sutherland, and also Robert De Niro. It's a great movie. And I tell you, it was sad at the end, but it turned out to be an action-packed movie. But there you go. Backdraft, you got the VHS, the set itself. And on my next one I have over here, which came out in 1993, The Carlito's Way. Al Pacino, another thriller for Al Pacino. This was great. I tell you, he just keeps making it with the Godfather, Scarface, But in this one, this was one of his best showmen right here. Sean Penn also is in this movie over here. A criminal turned to life that he doesn't want to do anymore, but he still wind up going back no matter what happened. But at the end, he got what he really shouldn't deserve, but it was a sad ending. Carlito's Way with Al Pacino. Great movie. This one here, it's called Daylight. It came out in 1996. Great movie. I tell you, I lived in New York, like I said. Sylvester Stallone in this one when they had the explosion in the Hudson River. And the only way to survive is to try to send him in there and try to go get these people out. Great ending. I loved it. A lot of waterwork down in the bottom. I drove through the Hudson Tunnel so many times when I lived in New York, and it is a scary feeling when you're driving right under the water. But there you go, the VHS of Daylight itself. Great movie. Not only drive, I also took the subway. You still go under the water. Now on the next one, in 1993, came out The Demolition Man. Send a maniac to catch a maniac. That was his theme word, with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. As you can see, it's almost like Back to the Future, but you know, from going back from he started in California way to the future where he goes into 2000 plus. As you can see, it's a great movie. A lot of action in this one. I enjoyed it. And I'm going to go ahead, if I can squeeze that out, there you go. The VHS of Demolition Man. Send a maniac to catch a maniac. Great, awesome, awesome, awesome movie. All right, my next one is 1996, when this movie came out, is called The Erase. The Erase also features Denise Williams in this movie. This is a great action-packed movie. I loved it. I enjoyed it from the very beginning to the end. And there's no one more surprised than I am when I see how it really ends, let's say. There's your VHS of Erase itself. This is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Let me flip this up because it will not go back in. But there you go, Erase. Now, this was a true story. In 1981, when this movie came out, and it featured Paul Newman in this one. And I lived in the Bronx when I was young. And when this movie came out, I really wanted to see if there was a Fort Apache, because I lived on the other side where Yankee Stadium was. So I've never been on the other flip side of the Bronx. And you know what? Yes, there was a Fort Apache of the police station itself. That's what they call it, Fort Apache of the Bronx. If you've seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, look it up. That's what the Bronx really looked like. Today, it's not like that. As you can see, it's also in the VHS. And there's your cassette on the side. This is a great movie, the true story. And I'm very happy to see that even Paul Newman played in this one. Now, in 1960, in black and white, Jack Nicholson in his first movie was called Little Shop of Horror. This movie is only just an hour and a half, but this was his first movie. I seen the remake of it, but when I saw the black and white, I really enjoyed this movie. Jack Nicholson did one heck of a good acting on this one, on his first role. And there you see the cassette of Little Shop of Horror. I'm glad I got this one. I wish I got a Shield, so this way, for a movie on his first role, screenplay, I would love to have that on the shelf. Now, in 1976, Marathon Man came out. We owned the movie theater back in Queens. We showed a lot of movies on the set, and Taxi was our first one. Then Marathon came out, and this is one awesome movie over here. And with Dustin Hartman, I really enjoy this. I wish I could tell you how it really is, because if you never saw this movie, you really have to see it. I don't want to offend people with the Jews and the Nazi, because that's not my thing. But it turned out to be a great movie and a great ending on this one over here. So again, it's upside down. Marathon Man, I apologize. And it's a great movie, and I advise you go ahead and see it, please. 1976, that's when this movie came out. Now, 1994, Speed came out. Great movie. I seen it at the theater. I enjoyed it. I went and purchased my VHS. I had this one for so many years. I have to tell you, when it first came out, and you can see it's still sealed. It's never been opened. Well, Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock is in this one over here. Also, Dennis Hoffman. And it's never been opened. But it also comes with a giant poster, which you can see in the back. But you have to purchase it before 1995. So I'm pretty sure I lost my chance on this one. But there you go. Speed, Keanu Reeves. But then in 1997, 3 years later, without Keanu Reeves in this one over here, because he was doing other movies, it was Speed 2. Sandra Bullock was in this one, but you have Jason Patric playing her boyfriend, just like it should have been Keanu Reeves, as they were going on the cruise. But, being the wrong place at the wrong time, you know how it begins and how it ends. But there you go. I'll show you the back over here. Also, you can see when I got this movie, I bought it on a tag sale, and it still had Blockbuster Video on there, and the date on there is February 2, 1998. So I'm glad I got this one with the tag on there. Also, there's your VHS, the cassette inside. Speed 2. Now, on my last one over here, in 1990, this is the first time I took my boys to go see a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Connecticut, and it's called Total Recall. Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who so impassioned to go to Mars, and wind up finding out that he was actually a live secret agent back then, which he didn't even know. But if you didn't see this movie, or I'm not giving away too much, but I'm pretty sure we all saw this movie hundreds and hundreds of times. But this is a great movie. I enjoyed it. My kids loved it. Let me go ahead and show you the cassette on the inside of Total Recall. This movie is great. I love any movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger does today. It's one of the best of the best. So, there you go. All my VHSs that I wanted to show you, which we started off with the egg crate and work our way all the way down. And I sure hope you enjoyed the Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, and the Book of Flow on my last segment. So, please give a like, subscribe, and I'll be back for our next adventure.